Welcome to Well+Good's Good Moves. My name is Alicia Ferguson and
I'm Paris, Alexandra.
And we are the co-owners and co-founders of BK Yoga Club. We are a Black woman-owned body positive yoga studio. So today we are going to be winding down with my kickback flow, helping us release any built up pressure or stress that the body's holding onto from the day. So let's get started. Today, to support us in grounding, we are going to be using an essential oil blend. So you can use whatever essential oil you like. Today, me and Paris are going to be using frankincense and a lavender blend. Take about 2 or 3 drops or just roll it on the palm of your hand like so. So then you're going to begin to roll the essential oil or rub the blend in your hands, and then just gently begin to press it on the soles of your feet. And so this is kind of a moment here where you're allowing the oil to really absorb into the nerve endings in your feet. And then you're also, I think this is a good time to set whatever intentions you might have for your practice, right? So whatever that is, just mindfully pressing your feet, letting it absorb, and just connecting to your body, whatever's gonna ground you for this practice. And the idea of grounding, right, when we don't feel grounded, it really starts to throw us off, right? It messes us up from our internal rhythm, so our sleep, right, our digestion and things like that. And allowing ourselves to really ground gives us a sense of calm, right? It gives us a sense of equilibrium. So I want you to begin to take your hands with that extra oil, just gently begin to rub it together. Start to pick up a little more heat here, a little more heat, a little more vigorous. I hear you, I hear you. Okay, beautiful. Then find stillness here and gently place the palms of your hands over your eyes. Just let them hover over the eyes. Feel the heat radiating through the body. And we're just gonna start to connect to our breath. So inhaling for 1, 2, 3. Exhaling, 1, 2, 3. Inhaling for 1, 2, and 3. Exhaling, 3, 2, 1. One more breath cycle here at your own pace. Beautiful. And just absorbing, allowing the scent to really start to calm the nerves, allowing it to relax the body, and just allowing our breath to be our anchor to help ground us throughout our practice. You can bring the hands to prayer, rest the thumbs at your heart center. If your eyes are closed, you can open them. And we are going to find ourselves on all fours. So bring your hands down to the mat, spread the palms nice and wide, knees underneath of your hips, shoulders over the wrist. And we're just going to drop into our cat-cow here. So as you inhale, drop the belly, take your heart, take your gaze up towards the sky. You'll find a little compression in the lower back here. And then as you exhale, press firmly into the fingers, round the upper back. Find that deep stretch. Let the neck hang heavy here. And then inhaling again, find that stretch through the collarbone, and just move slow. So throughout the practice today, exhale, coming into our cat. And just continue finding any little moves that feel good for you here. But throughout the practice, we're just going to move a little bit slower, right? Just becoming a little more mindful with each moment, finding whatever's touching the earth, whatever's grounding us in our practice, and connecting a little deeper to the breath. So we really want to take nice, deep, full breaths here. Beautiful. And so we'll find stillness here at our tabletop. I want you to slowly shift your shoulders over the wrists just a little bit here, and then lower the elbows all the way down, extending the legs nice and long here. Yes. So we're gonna come into like our baby cobra. So bring the elbows towards the rib cage, tops of the toes pressed into the mat, and then as you inhale, open up chest, open up almost through your belly button here if you can. Yeah, open up nice and big. And then exhale, float all the way back down. Let's do this 2 more times and try to make this almost like a wave. So inhaling, finding a constant rhythm, right? A constant flow. And then exhaling, coming all the way back down. Last one here. Inhale, lifting up, hold for 1, hold for 2, hold for 3, exhale all the way back down. Beautiful. So keep the hands planted where they are, curl the toes under, and I want you to shift back, coming onto your knees. And so extend the arms nice and long, child's pose, hips are back, arms are lengthened, and then come straight into your downward dog. So begin to pedal out your feet here. And you don't want to take too much movement here, right? We're allowing the body to start to wind down, just allowing our breath to be our anchor. So just getting the backs of the legs stretched out. Maybe shake the head a little yes and no. Find any little movements that feel good there. Beautiful. Then find stillness in your downward facing dog. And slowly walk your feet all the way to the top of the mat. However you need to get there, just take it easy. And we're gonna forward fold. You can bend the knees generously. Find a nice stretch in that lower back. Beautiful. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, fall forward a little bit more. And then as we inhale, sweep the arms out and up, reaching up to the sky. Interlace the fingers here, coming into our Charlie's Angels, pointer fingers. And so from here, I want you to inhale, ground down to the earth and arch the back just a little bit here. Fingers reaching towards the heavens. And then as you exhale, cactus the elbows, keep that heart, keep that chest still open, gentle back bend here. Beautiful. And then come to your prayer and begin to fold forward all the way down, hinging forward over your hips. Head hangs heavy here. Inhale, look up halfway, find a little bit of length, crown of the head reaches forward. Beautiful. And then you can step back, step the left foot back, step the right foot back. You can come to a plank, or you can also drop your knees, lowering down into chaturanga or baby cobra, yogi's choice, right? And then we'll all meet in our downward facing dog. Maybe bend the knees, shift back into your downward facing dog. So we're just gonna pick up a baby bit of heat in the beginning, and then we're gonna wind it all the way down for the kickback, right? So let's try that 2 more times. Come onto the tops of your toes, bend the knees, look between your 2 front hands, and you can walk or hop, this time to the top of the mat. Inhale, find length, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Let that head hang heavy. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, reaching up, interlace the fingers here again. Beautiful. This time, take it over to the right, so bump the hips to the left, fingertips reach to the right. Come back to center, then bump the hips to the right, fingertips reach to the left. Beautiful. Come back to center, then cactus the elbows, open up the heart, gaze goes up to the sky. And then bring the hands to prayer, fold forward, over the hips one more time. Head hangs heavy. Inhale, find length here. And again, step back however you like. So you can step back to plank, drop the knees. You can flow through a whole vinyasa if you like, right? So yogi's choice is building whatever heat that your body is calling for in this moment. So pedal out the feet. One more time here. Come onto the tops of the toes, bend the knees, or you can walk all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, look up and lengthen here. Beautiful. Exhale, fall forward. And then really root down. So press the feet firmly into the earth as you stand all the way up to rise. Inhale. Interlace the fingers one more time here. Take that gentle back bend. Beautiful, arching back. And then exhale, come back to center. This time, cactus the elbows again. Arch back a little more. Hands come all the way back to prayer. And we know where we're going. Folding all the way down here. Beautiful. Inhale, find a little bit of length. This time I want you to step your right leg back. Beautiful. And then release the right knee down to the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms up and back. Beautiful. Coming into your crescent lunge. So take your gaze up to the sky here. And so to help you with your hip area, you have a few options. So you can keep the hands lifted. Sometimes it feels nice to bring your hands to the lower back and just give your hips a little press forward. So the fingertips would be facing down, opening up the shoulders. So you see Paris has one variation out of the other. Find what feels good here though. All right, one more breath, inhale. And then as you exhale, plant both of your hands down. And then I want you to sweep the left arm up to the sky. Take that gentle twist here. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath, inhale. And then as you exhale, plant both hands in the inside of your left foot. Awesome. So I want you to begin to stay here if this feels good for you, right? Or you can come down onto your blocks like Paris has. You can come on your elbows, but untuck the toes. And we're gonna start to really deepen the breath here. So when we come into these poses where we're really having a deep stretch, we're gonna let the breath kind of move a little slower, move a little deeper. So inhaling, and exhaling, And we're gonna hang out here for a few breaths. So honestly, if this feels good for you, I just invite you to honestly stop the video and hang out here for a little bit if it feels nice. You really wanna just let the body kind of move you and let you know where it needs the breath today. And so if you notice my foot is rolling open, my left knee is rolling open, that's good too here, right? Whatever opens the hips up for you. Inhaling and exhaling, beautiful. 2 more breaths here. And again, let the neck hang heavy. Don't try to hold anything up. Find a softness in the jaw, softness in the space between your eyebrows even. Beautiful. And then if you're on your elbows, make your way back up to your hands. Heel toe that foot in between your 2 front hands here. Awesome. And then I want you to pick up that right knee, straighten both legs for a wide-legged pyramid pose. Beautiful. So pull the heart through. Exhale, fold forward here. And then take that back foot to meet the top at the top of the mat. Beautiful. Hang low here for 1 breath. And then inhale, rise all the way back up to stand. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, reaching. Interlace the fingers, back to Charlie's Angels. Cactus the elbows, open up that heart 1 more time. Hands come to prayer. Fold all the way down over the hips. Beautiful. Let the head hang heavy here. Inhale, find length. Crown of the head reaches forward. And this time we're gonna step that left foot back. So step the left foot back this time. Beautiful, drop the left knee. And we're gonna come into our crescent lunge. So you can find whatever adjustment feels good here. You want the knee to be in line with the ankle, but the arms sweep up, back, heart is lifted. Hips are grounded. So you're grounding the hips down, so almost shifting them down towards the earth, and then the heart is lifted energetically. And again, any variation, you can keep the arms open. Maybe you wanna do your Charlie's Angels fingers here, right? Or Paris is getting fancy and just cactus in her elbows, all crazy. 1 more breath, inhale. Beautiful. And then as we exhale, plant both hands down. This time sweep your right arm up to the sky, take that twist. Beautiful. Take your gaze up to the sky if you can, or look at the thumb. 1 more breath, inhale, and then exhale both hands to the inside of your right foot. And so if you have blocks, bring the blocks underneath of you. You can stay up here nice and high. Allow the foot to roll open, allow the hips to create a little more space here. We're gonna hang out here for a few breaths, or you can take it all the way down to your comfort level, right? So I'm gonna come onto my forearms. I'm gonna let the neck hang heavy. Paris is using the blocks here. How are you feeling, Paris?
Amazing.
Wow, that was believable. It's like that. But just start to deepen the breath here, right? So really connect to the breath. So in these moments, I want us to focus less on the body and start to allow our attention to solely be focused on the breath. So focus on the quality of your inhales and then the quality of the exhales. A few more breaths here. And again, if this feels good, I just invite you to even stop the video and just hang out here a little bit longer. All right, make your way all the way back up. Heel toe the foot between your 2 front hands, and then straighten your back leg, coming back into a wide-legged pyramid pose. Yep, let the head hang heavy here, and then take your back left foot all the way to the top of the mat. Beautiful. This time I want you to sink the knees, bend those hips, come into chair pose for 1 breath. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Inhale, and exhale. Last one, inhale. And then exhale, rise all the way to stand. Arms come down by your side. Tadasana, mountain pose. Beautiful. And just fix anything you need to fix here, right? Yeah, and then come back for it. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, reaching up to the sky. Hands come to prayer. Exhale, fold forward over those hips. Beautiful. And then step your left foot back, step your right foot back. You can either flow through a vinyasa or just meet us in downward dog. So whatever feels good for you here today. From our downward dog, I want you to inhale that right leg nice and long behind you, pressing towards the back of the room. So really root the fingers into the mat here. Bring that right knee in towards the chest and towards the belly button, and then drop the foot between your 2 front hands. Beautiful. And then we're gonna rise all the way up into our warrior 1. So that back left foot spins down, arms are lifted, heart is lifted, and your hips and your feet are still really rooted into the earth here. So that's what's grounding us in this pose. Inhale. And then exhale the hands to frame the front foot. Come down nice and easy. Take that right foot back. And again, you can drop the knees or float through a regular vinyasa, whatever feels good for you. All right. This time, inhale that left leg nice and long behind you. Keep the hips nice and level here. So you don't want to kick the leg up too much. Yep, hips are level. Bring that left knee into the chest, into the belly button, and then bring it between your two front hands, coming into your warrior one. So that back right foot spins down. Toes are pointed towards the top right corner of your mat. Inhale. This time, bring the hands to Charlie's Angel. So really reaching up here. We're gonna hold it for 2 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Last one, inhale. And as you exhale, hands come down to frame your front foot. Beautiful. Step that left leg back. And again, yogi's choice, float through a vinyasa, drop the knees, or just meet in a downward facing dog. Beautiful. Pedal out the toes just a little bit, making sure that any of those little sticky parts in the legs start to just get a little blood flow. Really helps rejuvenate the body, giving us a nice rest at the end. Holding downward dog for 2 more breaths here. Really pressing the tops of our fingertips into the earth, allowing the toes to spread firmly, connecting to the earth here. Rooting down. Then inhale that right leg nice and long behind us. Beautiful. Take that right knee all the way to the top of the mat, and we're gonna come into a pigeon pose. So uncurl the toes on the left side, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, you got a few options, right? So option 1 is to stay right here, just like you are. Option 2 is to come down onto your elbows. And if this feels good, option 3 is to maybe even bring your whole head down to the earth here. But just find what feels good. Again, we're gonna hang out here for a few breaths. And I want you to take the attention away from how the body's feeling and just connect to your breath. So deepening it here, extending the exhales, lengthening your inhales, and allowing the breath to really flow through you, creating space, even creating a calming sensation.
Alicia, that's 15.
And exhale. Beautiful. And inhale. And exhale. All right, let's come up back onto our palms, lift the heart, lift the chest up here. Awesome. And I want you to begin to shift your torso, the whole torso, over to the left side. So shift your torso to the left, keep that left leg extended long, and the knee faces to the left side as well. Beautiful. Inhale the arms all the way up to the sky. Charlie's Angels, pointer fingers reaching up here. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. And then we're going to begin to bend over to the right side. Left arm reaches over to the right. And let's just flow through this 2 more times dynamically. So switching sides, opposite arms, reaching over. Really finding a stretch on that whole right side. And then reversing it 1 more time to the left. Beautiful. Left side has a deep stretch. And then we're going to point both of our hands to frame our front knee. So come back to the top of the mat to your pigeon pose. Awesome. And then you can step back to plank or just shift back to downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet, pedal out the toes. All right. I want you to inhale that left leg long behind you this time, and then take that left knee all the way to the top of the mat, coming into pigeon on the opposite side here. Yep, so just find your adjustment. And so in pigeon, again, you have some options. So I actually keep a deep bend in my knee. Sometimes you can work on extending your shin so it's almost parallel with the mat, but that's just for a deeper stretch. So whatever feels good for you, open the heart up and then come down to the point that feels comfortable for you. And then again, just relaxing here. So deepening the breath, extend those inhales, extend the exhales. Find softness in the shoulders. Find softness in the jaw, softness in the eyes. Even find a softness with the thoughts that are coming up for you. And then just make your way back up. Plant the palms, lift the heart up, and we're gonna turn our torso to the right side this time. So as you turn your torso to the right, that knee comes to the front and that right leg stays extended. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. This is our gate pose. Charlie's angel fingers go all the way to the top. And then we're gonna find our reverse stretch. So tipping over to the opposite side toward that lengthened leg. Keep the heart open here as we shift up. And then exhale, floating the opposite direction. And again, keep the heart lifted, gaze goes up. 2 more times here, floating over. Last one. Finding a really deep stretch, energetic through the fingers here. And then we're gonna bring both of our hands to frame the front of the mat. That knee turns in, coming back to a pigeon. And then again, you can step back to downward dog, or you can float through your vinyasa, whatever feels good for you here. I want you to release the knees down to the earth, and this time swing your legs all the way to the front. Beautiful. And then take that right leg, bring it to the outside of the left thigh, and then you can stay here, or if you want a deeper stretch in the hips, see if you can wrap this left one, bend it in, almost gives me like a little chicken bone situation, chicken wing legs. Is that just me? Cool. All right, inhale that right arm all the way up to the sky. Take your gaze up, beautiful. And then wrap it around the knee and allow the body to twist on the exhale to the left side of the room. Inhale, find length, so grow tall through the spine. Crown of the head reaches up, space between each vertebra. And then as you exhale, the spine begins to wring itself out, and your gaze, your shoulders, your chin, your forehead, all go to the back of the mat. One more time, inhale, find length. And then exhale, twist a little deeper here. And then come back to center, unravel the chicken wing situation, and find the reverse. So this time the left leg goes into the outside of the right thigh. Beautiful. Inhale, lifting up that left arm all the way up to the sky. Inhale. And then as you exhale, you're wrapping around and allowing for the twist to happen here. Beautiful. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale. And exhale. And then unravel the legs. Plant both of the feet firmly onto the earth. Knees are bent here. And I want you to take it all the way down, whatever way feels comfortable for you. So just find your way on your back. Again, soles of the feet are down, knees are still bent here. And we're gonna come into like a dynamic bridge. So it does feel good if the tops of your fingers reach the tops of your heels. It's kind of like the optimal height or optimal distance. So press your feet, ground down into the earth here through the toes as you lift the pelvis up. Squeeze the booty just a bit here. Inhale, so we lift. And then exhale as you lower the hips down, but let it hover. So it's not gonna touch down, just hovers over the earth. And then inhale as we lift and rise again. 2 more times. See your own breath at your own pace. Last one. Now we're gonna hold the hips up for 3 breaths. Inhale for 1, inhale for 2, inhale for 3, and then exhale, lower the hips all the way down to the earth. Windshield wiper the knees from side to side. Just releasing any tension, right? Any tension, any stress, any pressure that the body's still holding on to. Letting it all go. All right, and from here we're gonna come into, and I'm gonna actually set Paris up first. We're gonna come into a halasana. So if you have a block, you would bring the block on the low facet to your sacrum. So it's kind of like right below the tailbone, not the lower back, right below the lower back. And then Paris is going to lift her legs all the way up. Toes are gonna be facing the ceiling. Yes, pressing the ceiling. Beautiful. And then I want you to bring your hands, interlace the fingers underneath of your neck, and then bring your elbows around your ears. Beautiful. Elbows around the ears. Oh, she's not listening. And then she's just closing everything off, right? So taking a moment to really go within and just check in with that internal voice that's going on. And so for me, I'm gonna come into halasana. So I'm gonna extend my legs nice and long. I'm gonna rock my pelvis up so my toes reach in back of my head. I'm gonna support the lower back with my hands. So palms are supporting the lower back. My fingertips are facing up towards the sky. Thumbs are pointed out to the sides. And so I'm allowing my hands, or allowing my pelvis almost to rest in my hands. And so this is a chest compression here, right? So it might feel a little constricted in the throat area and the chest, but when you deepen the breath, when you allow yourself to relax here, so finding a softness, the body begins to melt into this. And so again, we're closing off a lot of the sensories and just checking in with that internal voice, our internal sense of knowing. And we're just going to hang out here for a few breaths more. And then whenever you're ready, so Paris is going to gently lift her hips up and remove the block from underneath of her. And for me, I'm going to allow myself to roll out nice and easy, allow the hands to still support my hips. Beautiful, coming all the way down to the mat. Awesome. And then I want you to bring the soles of the feet together, coming into a Supta Baddha Konasana. Bound butterfly, sounds prettier, right? And this is just an opportunity for you to check in with any part of your body that may still need a little more grounding, right? So maybe it's in your lower belly or the pubic bone area. Maybe it's your thighs, and you can just bring your attention and your hands to your thighs. But whatever part of the body that needs a little more grounding, I just invite you to bring your hands there. And it can even be your thoughts. Maybe you bring your hands to the foreheads or to the sides of your temples if you feel like the brain is still racing and your thoughts are still all over the place. Just sending grounding energy and grounding vibrations to whatever part of the body that is for you. And still connecting with our breath, noticing the quality of the inhale and the quality of the exhale. And it may be tempting to fall asleep just where you're at, but try to still remain present, right? Remain present with the breath as you detach from how the body's feeling. And then you can take the knees from side to side one last time, working out any kinks you may feel in the hips or any last stretches. And I invite you to stay in your Supta Baddha Konasana because that is very well a resting pose. Or if you'd like to come into your final resting pose, extend the legs long, let the arms roll out to the sides. Your chest spreads open wide, shoulders are pressed against the earth. And allow your whole body to just root down into the earth right now. Again, finding that grounding, whatever brings you to your equilibrium. And I invite you to pause the video and maybe just hang out here for as long as it feels comfortable. Maybe if you have a blanket, you can even throw the blanket over you. That might feel cozy. But I'm going to bring my hands to prayer. I'm going to rest my thumbs at my third eye center. Thank you for rocking out with us this evening. May you always speak truth, love, and life. Namaste.